Streaming, please proceed.
So I'll start. Okay, so good morning all. So I hope you can hear audio and video all clear. So our session is two sessions we are going to carry out regarding the auditing at the intermediate level. And before I start, let me say what we will be doing in these two sessions. And as the flyer itself says, it is revision series. And in this session, we are going to do three things. First and the foremost main thing is revision of the concepts. In auditing, there are a lot of concepts like pervasive, materiality, persuasiveness, additional procedure, alternative procedure, withdraw from the engagement. There are a lot of things, right? So we will be revising the important concepts, right? So that is the first target. After we finish the concepts, around there is 15 concepts which I've selected. After we revise the concepts, it's not like from one chapter, it is from the entire intermediate auditing. So why did I choose like this? Now our exam is fast approaching. I'm pretty sure that you guys have gone through the subject. So let's interconnect all the chapters or many chapters together. Okay, so that's why I plan to discuss the concept first. In the second topic list, it is basically the standards on auditing. Ma'am, there are other chapters, yeah, like audit of bank, different entities, items in FS are there. But if you know how many chapters are there, you can keep replying in the chat box. I will be seeing the chat box. So you can keep replying in the live chat. I will be seeing the live chat also. So guys, keep replying and let's learn together. Okay. So totally, how many chapters are there? Yeah, there are 11 chapters are there, right? Out of the 11 chapters, approximately seven and a half chapters are dealing with standards on auditing. Very good. So what we will do in the second step is we will be revising the important essays, right? So that's the second one. Third one, we have already conducted the MTP sessions. So if you want, you can refer that MTP1, MTP2. So most important is RTP. So we will be carrying on the discussion with respect to RTP for the May 24. Are we guys clear with these three? So our target for our session is 2 days, which is 22nd, which is today, and 25th April. 3 days later on, we will be having 2 sessions, and the session is kept a day gap so that, 3 days gap so that whatever we have revised today, you guys can go back and recall and study. And then when you come back on 25th, remaining standards or remaining topics. So if this much is clear, can we start? All set. Can we go? Proceed? Already? So guys, I know this session is approximately, let's see how it goes, 4 hours, 10 to 2, so that, after 2 we can go for the lunch. So let's keep it interactive so that those who have joined live, keep it interactive so that along with the session itself, we can learn and go. So keep replying in the live chat, right? So all set. If it is set, come on, put ready, we'll start. You can put in the chat box, ready, ready, ready. Let's start. Good to go, right? Okay. So first we will start with concepts. What's it? We will start with the concept. Okay. One second. Can you see this screen? Yes. 1 second. Yeah, it's visible. Okay. So yes. So these are the concepts which I have selected. So starting with definition of auditing, the first concept, and ending with the assertions. Okay. So after each concept, I will give you 1 or 2 minutes of rest so that you can recall it. And then once you are okay, give me a proceed. We will go to the next. And guys, this is not from a chapter. Since it is revision, I believe that we should be able to connect with the entire subject auditing. So I've selected from chapter number 1 to, from various other chapters. Okay. So all set, going with the first topic, right? Okay. Audit, definition and objective. Come on, when you hear the definition, objective of auditing, which essay will come to your mind? When you hear about definition, objective of auditing, which essay will come to your mind? It is essay. Now we will be going one by one up. It is essay 200. What is essay 200 all about? Essay 200 is, the name of essay 200 is overall objectives of independent auditor and conduct of audit in accordance with the, you can reply with the dashes. Okay, overall objectives of independent auditor and conduct of audit in accordance with the essays. Now, what all are addressed? What all are addressed in this particular essay? In essay 200, 4 concepts are covered. First concept is meaning of auditing, right? What is auditing? That is the first concept which is covered. So audit is a dash examination. What examination? You can reply. Auditing is a independent examination. Independent examination of what? Financial information, irrespective, come on guys, irrespective of size or legal form, why it is done, irrespective of size or legal form, whether profit oriented or not, why it is done? To express an, come on, to express an dash thereon, to express an, very good, to express an opinion thereon. Now there is independent. Now let's connect it with chapter number 11. Chapter number 11 is ethics. Independent should be there in 2 forms. What are those 2 forms of independent? Independent should be there in, what are those 2 independent? Independent should be there in mind. One more thing is there. Independent should be there also in, where? Independent should be there also in appearance. Is it and or is it or? Mind and appearance or mind or appearance? Both is required. Both independence in mind and independence in appearance. It's and, not or. Now, forming an opinion. But when you hear the opinion, which essay will come to your mind? Come on. It's a revision. So let's link it with the other series also. You will form the opinion as per which series? As per essay 700 series. How many elements are there for the audit report? audit report has, starting with title, ends with signature, place, date. How many series, how many elements are there in 700 audit report? Audit report has 13 basic elements. Very good. Very good. Keep replying. Very good. Now, that is the meaning of auditing, right? Good. Now, very important, even RTP has a question regarding objective of auditing. What is the objective of auditing? Come on here. We are hearing from the chapter 1 till chapter 11. Objective of auditing is to express an opinion. To express an opinion on some view, on true and fair view of financial statements. To express an opinion on true and fair view of financial statements. Giving. What assurance we give? That in auditing, we give always. What assurance? Come on. We give reasonable assurance. Now, whenever we hear assurance, there are three types of assurance. Reasonable, limited, absolute. We don't give absolute assurance in audit, neither limited. We give reasonable assurance. Okay. Then, FSR, free of. It always, this phrase should come together. Free of what? Material misstatement due to fraud or error. Even for the examination, whenever you write FSR free of material misstatement, MMS material misstatement, add due to fraud or errors. Fraud or errors. Now, reasonable assurance means it is a dash level of assurance. It is a high level. Okay. It is high, but not an. It is not an what? Not an absolute, nor. Come on, one more word is there. Nor a guarantee. Right? Not a guarantee that business will continue in the foreseeable future. Very good. Now, guys, as an auditor, we have to exercise professional. There are two words, professional dash and professional dash. See, objective is mainly over. I'm just linking. We have to exercise professional. Two professional is there. I'm just linking up professional skepticism, and we have to exercise professional judgment. Okay. So that's regarding the objective of auditing, right? Okay. Now, scope of audit. Don't forget, we are in essay 200. Scope of auditing. Scope. What is auditing scope? Basically, 4 points. Scope of audit. First scope. We have to cover what? Coverage of all aspects. All aspects means, as an auditor, even though they are saying all aspects, we are basically concerned with what? We are concerned with the financial aspects. Once we have covered all the aspects, second step, we have to obtain. Hey guys, always we have to obtain dash and dash audit evidence. What and what audit evidence we have to obtain? Can I write the short form? Sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Evidence should be sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Scope of auditor. Then we have to check the financial disclosures, whether financial statement shows all the disclosures. Finally, where our scope ends, finally we have to check and state whether, where our audit ends here, by saying whether financials are showing true and fair view, where you give your opinion. So that's about the scope of auditing. Oh, but our audit suffers from inherent limitation. What are the inherent limitations of audit? ILA stands for inherent limitations of audit. See guys, basically 5 limitations are there. Can you just help me out? What are the 5 limitations? First, I will give you the explanation. You just give me the heading. I will give you the explanation. Financials are prepared by management. So it will involve management biases, subjectivity, business is uncertain. We can't enforce management to give complete information. There is no legal mechanism to enforce management. We can't compel management and go to court of law. So first limitation is nature of financial reporting. There is no legal formality through which we can approach court and say, see that management is not giving the information. We can't approach any court for that. So that is the nature of financial reporting. Second, audit evidences, can you guys fill it up? Audit evidences dash in nature rather than conclusive. Audit evidences, what in nature? Very important term. Audit evidences prima facie, or you can say persuasive and not conclusive. Fraud may be deeply laid. We check only sampling. So, what is the second inherent limitation? What? That is nature of our, very good, nature of our audit procedure. Our procedure may not be able to detect all the misstatements, right? That is the procedure. Third one, what is the third one? Audit is not a, come on guys, tell me, audit is not a, we are not going to state specifically, here is the wrong, there is the wrong. No, we can't start audit with a preconceived notion. Listen, preconceived notion. Audit is not an, come on, audit is not an, what? Very good. It is not an investigation. There is a heading in chapter 1, audit versus investigation. Investigation is started with a preconceived notion like that. Whereas audit is never started with preconceived notion. We can't collect conclusive evidence in audit, only prima facie. Now, next, audit is a postmortem analysis. Sorry, don't use that word in exam. Audit is done after the year-end accounting ends. So, dash of audit. What of audit? Timeliness of audit. Value of information will diminish. Guys, what was the last point? One more point was there in inherent limitations of audit. One more point. What was it? Future is unpredictable. Yeah, it depends upon the future events. And future is always unpredictable. When you heard about future events, did some other standard come to your mind? When you heard about the future, did some other essay come to your mind? Yes, essay 570. In essay 570, going concern, there is a sentence. Due to inherent limitations of audit, auditor cannot, predict the future. So essay 570. Someone is saying 560. It's not 560. 560 is subsequent events. Sinan, it is 570, which is going concern. 560 is subsequent events, right? So guys, why did we come to essay 200? India wants to know. Come on, tell me why? Why did we come to essay 200? Because the first concept, we said no, we have selected very important concepts. In that first concept was definition, objective of audit, Through that, we have completed the revision of essay 200. So guys, you can take sharp 1 minute rest. And if this is clear, just give me proceed message in the chat box so that we can proceed. So this is something which is there in chapter number 1, which is nature, objective and scope of audit. Okay. So any other doubts? If there is any doubts, you can put it in the chat box so that I can clear any word meaning or anything else. Let me know. I'm interlinking with various other chapters and various other portions also. Like from here, I was saying about audit report. I was saying about essay 570 so that you will be getting a revision of those topics also. So guys, 30 seconds more. Let me know once you're okay, we'll go to the next one. So all set. Can we go to the next one? Okay. So the next concept is regarding one of the very important, which is audit evidence. Audit evidence. Audit evidence. Ida, when you hear about the audit evidence, which essay will come to your mind? Rather, one series should come to your mind. One series should come to your mind. Guys, can I know which series should come to your mind? When you hear about audit evidence, which series? 500 series should come to your mind, right? Now wait, I will give you a small recap of 500 series, which all essays are there in 500 series. Each essay, what is it? We will have a recap, but after you give me the answers for this one. Okay. Now, what is audit evidence? What is audit evidence? Audit evidence includes like two things. What are those two things? As you guys rightly said, it is essay 500 to 599 series. Basically, audit evidence is essay 500. Okay. Audit evidence include two things. May I have your reply? Audit evidence will include two things. What are those? Audit evidence will include underlying what records? Accounting records. And audit evidence will also include minutes book, external confirmation, written representation. Audit evidence will also include other information. Okay, is it and or is it or? Audit evidence will include both, right? So it is and, not or. Now, audit evidence obtained is dash in nature. See, say for example, a creditor is there. Okay, X, a creditor. Why should I take X? I will take the example of our class students. Sharika, a creditor is there. Her balance is 10,000. I will obtain the purchase invoice. I will check with the purchase invoice 10,000. What else I can do? I can also obtain confirmation from Sharika. Makla, external confirmation. It is essay 505. Okay, when I get the confirmation, will I throw the purchase invoice evidence away? No, one on top of another. So it is dash in nature. What in nature? Audit evidence obtained is very good. It is cumulative in nature. Very good. Now, very good. Now, auditor should obtain dash and dash audit evidence. As usual, audit evidence should be both sufficient and audit evidence should be both appropriate. Sufficiency is quantity and appropriateness is quality. Evidence should be both sufficient and evidence should be appropriate. Now, if unable to obtain evidence, can you say what will you do? If you are unable to obtain evidence, what you will do? If auditor is unable to obtain evidence, what he will do? He will modify the opinion. Okay, modify the opinion. And which modified opinion you will give? Either you can give qualified opinion, or if it is, I won't use that word, I will make you say disclaimer. Okay, how do you decide whether qualified or disclaimer? It is based on dash. Come on. One word is there. Whether qualified or disclaimer, it is based on pervasiveness. Let us modify the opinion as per essay. Modify the opinion as per essay. Come on. Essay 705. Pervasiveness. Now, already we have said in essay 200. One more word we said. Not word, one phrase. Audit evidence obtained. Audit evidence obtained is dash in nature rather than dash. Can you fill both these dash so that you'll get those keywords in mind? Audit evidence obtained is what in nature? This is one of the inherent limitations of audit as per essay 200 also. Audit evidence obtained is what in nature? It is persuasive. Persuasive meaning prima facie rather than, what is the next term? Rather than conclusive. This is also taken from essay 200, inherent limitations of audit. Now, one more thing. In some cases, dash of audit evidence, in some cases, dash of audit evidence also constitute audit evidence. This is just one sentence. Can anyone say that? In some cases, even absence of audit evidence also constitute audit evidence. What is that? I will give you one example. Say, for example, we have requested the management for written representation. Management give us the written representation. We requested them. They did not give the written representation. Even refusal, okay, refusal by management to provide written representation is also constitute audit evidence. So even refusal by management to provide written representation, okay, they are not giving us. So we have known about their integrity. Even absence of evidence also at times forms the audit evidence. Like example of refusal by management to provide WR. What is WR? Written representation. But I want to know essay number of written representation. India wants to know what is essay. Come on. Essay 5, 8. So guys, that's regarding the audit evidence. 580, you're right. So can you take pause of 1 minute and let me know if this is clear? If so, there is something very, 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 very big going to come. I wanted you guys to reply with ready in the chat box, because after this, after 1 minute of rest and any doubts, let me know. After this, you will give me ready. After that, we will go for 500 series revision. Because you only said, ma'am, 500 series only deals with audit evidence. So let's revise 500 series, no? So it's a revision of 10 essays. Revision means each essay in 2 minutes. So 10 essays will take 20 minutes. So once ready, let me know. You can take 1 minute or 2 minutes rest. Any doubt? Let me know. If you are ready, let me know after 1 more minute. 500 series Roshan. Eda, essay starts with 200 and it ends with 700 series in the intermediate level, right? So in that, hero, come on, you have to put the hero BGM, okay? Okay, no time for the BGM, so I played. One of the most important series, 10 standards are there. Chapter number 4 in our study material audit evidence, and chapter number 7 in our material completion and review. Okay. Both this deals with 500 series, not completely, but still. So if you are ready, can we start with 500 series revision? Okay, 1 second. Now, why did we jump to 500 series revision? Makla, what is the concept behind that? Because we heard regarding audit evidence. That's why. 1 second. Let me take 500 series. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Mm. 1 second, 1 second. Okay. So there is 500 series. As we said, chapter number 4, audit evidence in our material. Okay. So it starts with essay, which is the first essay in 500 series. Come on, reply. Which is the first essay? First essay in 500 series. First essay, which is essay 500. For each essay, we have only 2 minutes time. So start with the first essay. First essay in 500 series is essay 500. What is essay 500 all about? Essay 500 is, name is audit evidence. In this particular essay, we are saying about evidence should be sufficient and evidence should be appropriate. Okay. Then this essay talks about techniques of obtaining audit evidence. You know how many techniques are there for obtaining audit evidence? 7 techniques are there. Inquiry, observation, inspection, confirmation, reperformance, recalculation. At a 7th one I forgot. Can you help me to find out the last one? 7th technique I forgot. What is the 7th one? Which is analytical. You are right. Which is analytical procedures. Then this essay talks about audit procedures or the methods of obtaining evidence. Methods. Like, broadly, how many methods are there? Broadly, how many methods? Two methods, right? Risk assessment procedure, RAP. And one more procedure is there, which is called as the FAP, further audit procedures. Okay, so detail I'm not going right now. Okay, then here we study about using the work of management dash. Come on, support using the work of management. We are solely responsible. We can use the work of management expert. Now, whenever there is a inconsistencies between evidences obtained, we will perform dash procedures. Evidences obtained from two sources. There is inconsistencies. We will perform. What procedures we will perform? We will perform additional audit procedures or further audit procedures. Okay. Now, this essay also talks about reliability of audit evidence. Which evidence is more reliable? Finally, one main concept I left off. Can someone add one more main thing? I will explain. Tell me which is that concept. It is a representation made by management, which is embodied, inbuilt inside the financial. Don't use the word inbuilt. It is embodied in the FS. It can be explicit or it can be implicit. That concept is called as, may I know that concept name? It's called as the assertion. So this essay also talks about financial statement assertions. So guys, so essay 500 is about general audit evidence. See, that word general I'm just using for you to keep in mind. For the exam, you will just write audit evidence. Ada, I want your support 100% over here for those who are attending live. So once essay 500 is over, after every two essays, I'll give you rest of 1 or 2 minutes. So if 500 is okay, may I have your reply with respect to 501? If 500 is okay, put your reply as 501. We'll go to recap of 501. Okay. 501. Now, what is essay 501 all about? 501 is also audit evidence only. Now, what is 501? Specific consideration. For how many items, Specific consideration for how many items? It is selected item. How many selected items? In this essay 501, how many selected item? 3 selected item only. So example, it's very easy to identify whether 501. 3 selected item. If you see 501, which is inventory, segment reporting, segment information, there are one item I left off. Can you help me to identify the third item? What is the third item? Which is litigation and claims. Now, in inventory, litigation and claim segment reporting, are we going to establish every evidence from A to Z of inventory? No. As the essay name says, you are going to establish only specific consideration. What is the specific consideration for inventory, Pillare? What is the specific consideration for inventory? Existence and condition. Whether it is there, if so, it's condition. Litigation and claim. What is the specific consideration for that? Completeness. Segment information. What is the segment information specific consideration, guys? Presentation and disclosure as per AFRF. But when you hear inventory, anything else in auditing came to your mind? When you heard about inventory, anything else came to your mind other than SA 501 and AS2? Of course, AS2 will come. Okay. Caro. Come on, come on, come on. Caro is something called as wherever you go, I am here. It will come up like that. So, yeah. Wherever you go, I am here, it will come up. So, Caro, clause number. Which clause of Caro? Caro 2020. Clause number 1? No. 3? No. It is clause number 2. You. Yeah. So, that's about 501. So, take rest for 1 or 2 minutes. After that, put 501. You can take rest of 1 minute. After that, put 505. Okay, you guys are saying we are unstoppables. We don't need breaker. Okay, we don't want rest. Okay, others, if ready, let me know. 505. So 500 is audit evidence. 501 is also audit evidence, but difference is this is specific, whereas 500 is more of general. But don't use the word general. Huh? Can we proceed to 505? Okay. Now, what is 505 all about? Eda, 505 is talking about one of the technique of obtaining evidence only. Huh? It is called as what? External. It's called as external confirmation. 1 second. Yes, 505 is called as external confirmation. See, external confirmation provides you with dash and dash audit evidence. External confirmation means confirmation obtained from outsiders. Don't use the word outsiders, use the word confirming party, third party. So it provides you with what? It's not sufficient because third parties won't give you sufficient. It provides you with more relevant and, there are 2 words, relevant and reliable evidence, right? Now this evidence can be relevant and reliable evidence, you're right. This evidence can be obtained in paper form, or it can be obtained in paper form, electronic form, or any other media. How many types of external confirmation are there? How many types of external confirmation are there? 2 types of external confirmation. What are those 2 types of external confirmation? It can be either positive confirmation or it can be negative confirmation. But I want your reply. Who will take the control over designing and drafting confirmation? Option: auditor, management, either. Who has to take the control over drafting and sending confirmation? It is auditor who has to take control. Now, what if management refuses you? Refusal by management. What will you do? Will you withdraw from the audit directly, Pillare? Can you withdraw directly at one go? No. First, there are 4 points. If the management refuses you, first, why? Why did you do like this? Ask them. Valid or, and I'm not writing, I'll just say. Whether there is any, 4 points are there. Whether there is any valid or reasonable cause. Why did you do? Second, evaluates its implications. What is happening? Perform alternative procedure. Makle, listen, perform alternative procedure you will perform. Alternative procedure you will perform. Alternative. Then what will you do? If it is unreasonable, if it is unreasonable, you will communicate with TCWG. Then what will you do? You will modify the opinion, reevaluate management integrity. That is 505, right? Okay. So take rest of 1 minute, then let me know by saying 510. Okay. So that is 505 regarding external confirmation. Don't worry, by 11:30 I will be giving you 15 minutes break. By 11:30, we started by 10, no? By 11:30 I will give you 15 minutes off. Don't worry. Okay. So before that, we have to finish 500 series and 2 more other concepts. So yeah. So next essay is 500 and, come on guys, 510. What is 510 all about? Makle, 510 is initial audit engagement. We are concerned with dash balance. We are concerned with what? Opening balance. But our 510 has a linking with some other essay. May I know which other essay? There is linking of 510 with another essay. I will give you a clue. Corresponding figures, comparative information. Which essay? Which is essay 710. Now here, objective of auditor. Basically 2 points. But I remember one point, another point I forgot. Can you help me out? First, you have to check whether opening balance contains any misstatements. You will obtain evidence. One more main point. Can someone help me out? Whether accounting, you dash applied. Whether accounting policies are, come on, consistently, accounting policies are consistently applied. If there is unavailability of evidence or if the accounting policies are not consistently applied, what an auditor will do? Use your weapon? No. If it is not proper, you will use your weapon. You will qualify, adverse, disclaimer you will give. As per essay, as per essay 705. So for that, you have to perform your audit procedure. Like you will ask the client whether prior period is audited. If it is audited, you will obtain a copy. From the copy, you will read. You will check whether there is any modification like that. If prior period is unaudited, then you have to perform additional procedures. So that's regarding 510. At a 510, I asked you to link with some other essay. You remember that? 710. If everything going on well, take rest and then let me know by saying 520. $500 is evidence, 501 is specific, external confirmation is 505, 510 is initial audit engagement, opening balance. So if all good, let me know by saying 520. Okay, others? Okay. Now, what is 520 all about? In one word, okay, you want me to say the name? Okay, name is analytical procedure. Okay, analytical procedure. Come on, come on, come on. Analytical procedure in one word. Can you say in one word what is analytical procedure? One word, can you say? One word. Analytical procedure in one word, you call it as comparison. Current period with prior period, financial with non-financial, auditor's expectation, management expectation, industry comparison. You can do many comparison. Now, analytical procedures provides you dash and dash evidence with which you can arrive at a conclusion. At a like external confirmation, can you say analytical procedure provides you only dash and dash audit evidence? What audit evidence? It provides you. See, test of detail. Listen carefully. Test of details provides you sufficient evidence. Analytical procedure doesn't provide you sufficient. It provides you only what evidence, Makla? What evidence? Come on. Relevant and reliable evidence with which you can arrive at a conclusion. But at which all stages of audit you can perform analytical? Anyone? Which all stages of audit? Like which all phases of audit you can do? Planning, performing, and completion. Analytical procedures can be done in planning, performing, completion throughout the audit. All phases. And there are 4 techniques or types of analytical. But I remember 3. I forgot 1. Can you help me to find out? First, ratio. Second, trend. Structural modeling. But one thing I forgot. Can you help me to find out that? Ratio, trend, structural. One more. One more is there, which I missed out. Which one is that? Which is reasonableness test. Where you compare financial and non-financial. Okay. So basically, for doing analytical procedure, you have to see whether analytical procedure is suitable for your audit. If suitable, data is reliable. If data is reliable, you need the expectation, predictable value, then you will take the difference. And if difference acceptable or unacceptable, you will perform more procedure. And additional procedure you will perform when? If difference is additional procedure like inquiring of management, etc. You will do only when differences are unacceptable. See, analytical procedures are part of dash audit procedure. Can you say analytical procedures are part of which audit procedure? Analytical procedures are part of what or which procedure? Very good. It's a part of substantive procedure. Like one more thing. Analytical procedure is also referred in some other essay. It's also a part of another procedure. If I say that, it will be the answer. It is also done in along with, it's not theory. Okay, it's a part of substantive procedure, I do agree. It's done with, come on, it's also part of risk assessment procedure as per essay 315. Even to do risk assessment procedure, we will do analytical. Vigneshwar, it's not 300. 300 is planning. Tasnima, 330 allada. 330 is response. Mithun, why you going for 300? It is 315. 315 will risk assessment procedure, it's there. No. In risk assessment procedure only we will do that. Don't go to 300 and 330 right now. 520 is referred in 315, guys. Can you correct it? Okay. Other says what you say, I understood, but here I refer to risk assessment, right? So it is 315. Okay, Anna? Okay. No, what you guys said is right. Analytical procedure is done with test of details plus analytical. But I was asking risk assessment procedure. That's why 315. Okay. So, two more essays are there in chapter number 4 relating to 500 series. Okay. So, after these two, I will give you sharp 5 minutes rest because I'm asking you to take rest. You are not taking rest. So, I will give you 5 minutes off. So, let me know by saying 5:30. After that, 5:50. After that, 5 minutes compulsory rest. Okay. So, let me know by saying 5:30. Okay. 5:30. 5:30. Can we go? Okay. 5:30 is audit sampling. Pleric, there is a flow in which you have to select the sample. May I know the flow? Yeah, I will start off. In between, I will miss some steps. Just guide me that steps. First, sample has to be designed. Design the sample. Once sample is designed, you have to decide on sample size. Then, once you decide the size, you will select the sample. On selected sample, you will perform your audit procedure. Wait, I missed the fifth point. Design, size, select, procedure. What was the fifth point? Anyone? Come on, come on, come on. After procedure, you will get what? Deviations in internal control and misstatements. Deviations or misstatement. Now this is in sample. Now with that you will project to population. What is the concluding step? Even the last step I forgot. Come on, concluding step, concluding. I left off. Concluding is again, you will evaluate the, okay, is it evaluate sample or evaluate population? You are evaluating the sample. Okay. Now, how many approaches for selecting sample, guys? Let's discuss. How many approaches are there? Two approach. Statistical approach and we have non-statistical approach. Two approaches are there. Statistical and non-statistical approaches are there. In essay 530, 5 methods are there. And I will miss out one method. One or two methods I'll miss out. Let me know by helping. Random selection. Second, systematic selection. Monetary unit. Block. Which is the method which I missed out? Random, systematic, monetary, block. Which method? Which is good? Haphazard. Here in this essay, they are talking about some risk, right? What risk they are talking about? what risk we are talking about? We are talking about the sampling risk. Sampling risk and non-sampling risk. Both these are part of which audit risk? Is it inherent risk, control risk, detection risk? Pillare, is it inherent, control or detection risk? It is part of detection risk as per SA 315. Okay, so I'm not going into detail of those. We are just having a recap, right? So I'm concluding it over there. So before 5 minutes break, last essay. Before the 5 minutes off, last essay. Can you say 550? $550 is regarding what? Hmm. 550 is regarding, correct. 550 is regarding related party. Okay. In essay 550, how many related parties are there in definition of essay 550? Any guess? How many related parties are there? In essay 550, they are saying 4 people. People as per AFRF, any entity having control or influence over our entity. Reverse, any entity over which our entity is having influence or control. Entity is coming under common control. Oh, there is an exemption for common control. Which one is that? Entities under the control of government are not related party unless there are significant transactions. That is exempt. Now, related party basically includes specific purpose entities, dominant people who are having dominant influence, all those. But here also, because of inherent limitations of audit, certain related party may remain undetected. But a related party involved high. What? Related party involved high trauma. I mean, risk of material misstatement. So, as per essay 315, related party is an example of significant risk. Okay. So, yes, when you hear related party, anything else came to your mind? That's the last question from essay 550. When you heard about related party, anything else came to your mind? Yes, something else should come to your mind. What else came to your mind? Caro, there are certain clauses of related party like clause 3, 4, 13, 15. And also AS 18. Related party should be properly disclosed. So, you can take 5 minutes rest because your mind needs rest. It's almost 1 hour, 10 minutes. 15 minutes break I will give you after we finish 500 series and the next concept. Okay. Now take sharp 5 minutes off. Exactly 5 minutes. Now it's 11:10. Join at 11:15. Okay. So break I will give you 15 minutes after we complete 500 series as well as next one more concept. Okay. So 500 series, 3 more standards are there, which is 560, 570, 580. Okay. Okay. Any doubt? I'm here only. Let me know. Otherwise, 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, just give me a message that you are back. Any other doubt? Let me know. I'm here only so that I can clear the doubts. Not just relating to this one. relating to any other topic in auditing? Okay, someone asked to explain anomaly concept. Anomaly means it's an, in layman's language, plain language, it is an exceptional item. Exceptional means the item which does not represent the entire population. That item which does not represent the entire population is called as the anomaly. So if there is a misstatement in the sample which does not affect the population, such item is called as the anomaly. Say for example, you are checking the cash payment. In cash payment, there is an insurance payment. Insurance payment may not be a common item. Such item is called as the anomalous item. Srihari, is that clear? Okay. So guys, 5 minutes up. Are you back? Okay. So yes, we'll continue. Okay. So we stopped with essay 5. We have stopped with essay. Which essay did we stop? 50. So all these were in chapter number, 4. Now 560, 570, 580. We were revising. Don't lose the flow. We were revising 500 series audit evidence. So remaining 3 standards are in chapter number 7, which is audit completion and review. Right? So audit completion and review. So guys, support 560, 560, 560. Let's continue. What is essay 560 all about? 560 is okay. 560 is about subsequent events. How many types of subsequent events are there? Come on, come on, come on. How many types of subsequent events are there? 2 types of subsequent events are there, right? One, existing as on FS date, closing date, and those which arose after the date of FS. Now, these events should be, what should be done? Those events which is existing as on the closing date, it should be properly adjusted. Okay, or presented, it should be properly adjusted. Regarding those which arose after the FS date, what it should be done? It should be disclosed. This adjustments and disclosure in FS has to be done as per what this adjustments or disclosure in FS has to be done as per. We use that term, no, AFRF, AFRF, AFRF. Here AFRF means it is called as AS4. Now as an auditor, what is our duty as per SA 560? Come on, come on, come on, link it with AS4. Now, as per SA 560, we have to obtain sufficient and appropriate evidence whether those that require adjustments or disclosure are properly disclosed or adjusted, whether management has done. Second, in respect of matters that become known after our report, we have to respond. That's 560. Right? Okay. So guys, very important here in audit procedure, they are saying about 3 timings. 1. Subsequent events in 3 timing. 1. Can someone help me out? First is between FS date and between audit report. After FS, between audit report. Second is what? Second is regarding what? Second is, which one? After audit report, but before issued to the users. Audit report is not yet issued to the users. Third is regarding what? After audit report is issued. Audit report is issued. Gone to users. That's 560, which is subsequent events. Are we clear with 560? If so, can we have a reply by saying 570? Okay, so the next one is 570. And a 570 is one of the important essay, which is going concern. But a going concern concept is there in some other places. Where else it is there? Where else it is there? Going concern concept. It is there in Caro. Which clause? Caro clause number. Clause number. Caro clause number. Very good. Clause number 19. Okay. Then also audit report. One of the elements in audit report is one of the elements in audit report is what? One of the elements in audit report is going concern, which is 5th element. Title, addressee, opinion, basis for opinion, and material uncertainty on going concern. Now, I want you to say both. What is the responsibility of management and what is the responsibility of auditor? And our management has to do 2 things. Can you say 2 important words? They have to assess going concern and they have to make the judgment. Now, what auditor has to do? Okay. Now, what auditor has to do, guys? What auditor has to do? Auditor has to remain. Auditor has to remain. Regarding the auditor has to remain alert. Regarding the events that may occur, he has to remain alert. Due to, inherent limitations of audit. We just revised an essay. Inherent limitation essay. 200. We cannot predict the future. Then we have to see, there is something we have to check. Management assumptions. Whether it is feasible. That word very important. Whether it is feasible. Now I want one very important answer from you. Yes or no. Do we need to do detailed audit procedure if there is no issue in going concern? Do we need to do detailed audit procedure if there is no material uncertainty, if there is no events and conditions in going concern? Do we need to do detailed procedure? Answer is yes, no. Answer is generally no. Now, how many indicators for going concern, guys? How many indicators are there? 3 indicators are there, right? 3 indicators. Financial indicator, operational indicator, One indicator I've left off. Financial, operational, and one more indicator was there, no? One more indicator was there, like changes in law, which is called as other indicator. So we are just giving the summary of each essay. So if this is clear, can we go to essay 580? Okay. 580, please. With that, 500 series is done. 580. 580 is regarding written representation. 580, please. We'll go to 580. Okay. 580 is regarding written representation. Okay. Written representation. What is written representation? It is only it is necessarily an audit evidence. It is only a dash audit evidence. Come on, guys. What audit evidence? It is a what audit evidence? What audit evidence? It is a corroborative, meaning supporting additional audit evidence. It is not what you call, it is not a substitute, nor conclusive, nor sufficient. Can you say whether written representation is obtained near audit report date or FS date? Near which date written representation is obtained? It is always obtained near audit report date. Finally, one more thing. Can written representation contain qualifying language? Maklai, what is the qualifying language? Meaning, qualify, you know, right? Except, can a management provide written representation with qualifying language? See, generally written representation should be exact, pakka and complete. You can't use a qualifying language. But in certain cases, unusual cases, they may use a qualifying language. Now, say for example, a director was in charge of looking after the inventory. That director quickly resigned for some reason. Next next week we have to complete the audit. There is no other person who can certify and give about the inventory. In such case, we may accept the written representation with the qualifying language. Maklai, did you understand? Qualifying means except. We are using a qualifying means except language. Generally speaking, you can't use the except language. We may use in certain exceptional cases where you are satisfied and about the reasonableness you have to check. So guys, that's it. You remember where we started? Where did we start? Flow gone, guys. Flow boy. Flow poche. Come on, flow went. Why did we have a revision of chapter number 4 and chapter number 7 half? Because we started where you also lost the flow. Come on. We started with audit evidence, right? You remember? Wait, let me take that again. You remember this? You remember this? Yes. So we started by saying we'll discuss the concept. These are the concepts which is discussed or trying to discuss over the next one and next sessions. So first we finished with audit. Then we were discussing about the audit evidence. From here we jumped to 500 to 580. Through that chapter number 4 and chapter number 7 half only. How was it, Pulare? I mean, how was it, guys? Are we clear? So can you give me a reply so that I said I'll give you break, but since we gave 5 minutes break, let's continue for 15 more minutes. Then I'll give you 15 minutes break. So if all good, let me know so that we can continue with the next concept, which is the next concept that's regarding audit report. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 second. One minute, give me 1 minute. Okay. Okay. So let's continue. Okay. So we are going to continue and going to start with the next one. What is the next one? Regarding audit report. Okay. Audit report. When you hear about the audit report, which series will come to your mind? Audit report, audit report, audit report. Which series will come to your mind? Come on, audit report. Which series? Audit report is 700 series. Okay, 700 series. Here we have to perform. Come on, we can't give the report simply, right? We have to perform what? We have to perform our audit procedures, right? Perform audit procedure. This is the flow. Okay, the entire flow. I'm just saying the flow, audit procedure. From the audit procedure, you will obtain, come on, you will obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. From audit evidence, you will evaluate the audit evidence. You will evaluate the audit evidence. After you evaluate the audit evidence, from evaluation, you will form the, this is the entire flow. Conclusion. From the conclusion, you will express your, you will express your opinion. Finally, you will issue your written report. Written means, it doesn't mean that it should be in paper form. It can be even in electronic form. Now, essay 700 series. Can we have a quick revision of 700 series? No, unless you put ready in the chat box, I won't start. Come on. If quick revision of 700 series you are ready, put ready in the chat box. Ready? Okay. So, okay. So 700 series, huh? So first essay, which is the first essay in 700 series? Essay 700. This is chapter number 8 revision. Chapter number 8 revision. Essay, I'll just take a new page up. Yeah. Chapter number 8, which is reporting. Ada, which is the first essay? May I know which is the first essay? Which is essay 700. What is essay 700 all about? Essay 700 is forming an opinion and reporting on. Guys, reporting on FS. How many types of opinion are there in total? I'm asking you, how many types of opinion are there in total? Totally, we have 4 types of opinion. Unmodified, qualified, adverse, disclaimer, right? Totally, we have 4 types of opinion. In this essay, which type of opinion is addressed? In essay 700, I'm asking you. In 700, Gauri, I'm asking you in total, Gauri. So totally 4. Broadly, you're saying 2, which is right. So in this essay, you are talking about unmodified opinion. Okay. Very good. Then reporting on financial statements. How many elements are there? We said once. There are 13 basic elements. Now I'm just going to list down the 13 elements, starting with title. But you can support and you can reply. Addressee. Then opinion, basis for opinion, material uncertainty, key audit matter. Then next one. Management responsibility, auditor's responsibility, its location, other reporting requirements, other legal and regulatory reporting requirements. Put your signature, place, date. Emphasis of matter para and other matter para is as per 706. So that is the essay 700. Now, which is the next essay in this series? Which is the next essay? Next essay is essay. Come on. Next essay is essay 701. What is essay 701 all about? Essay 701 is regarding. Come on, what is essay 701? Essay 701 is regarding communicating. Most significant matter. Communicating key audit matter. Audit, mukyamana, important, vilya, important matter. Hey, not important, use this word. Dash matter. May I know that keyword? Key audit matters are what matters? Are most significant matters. See, basically, most significant is selected from which matter? Most significant is selected from significant matters. Okay, most significant is selected from significant matters. What are significant matters? Any other essay came to your mind? Yes. Some other essay should come to your mind, which is essay. That's right, which is essay 260. So, at a key audit matter, which element in audit report? Key audit matter is not a substitute. Okay, it's not a substitute for other element. It's only an additional communication. It's a which element? 6th element in audit report. Which is the next essay, which is essay 7 not 1 minute. Okay. Which is next essay? Next essay is 705. Yes. What is 705? See, in 701, you were just saying about more significant matter. It's not misstatement, it is risky matter. Here you are saying about modification. Modification. Now, how many types of modification you are talking about? You are talking about qualified, adverse, disclaimer. Which opinion cannot be given if there is a if there is a key audit matter? If there is a key audit matter, one opinion will not come if there is key audit matter. Or if there is an opinion, key audit matter will not come. Which opinion? You know what? If there is a disclaimer, key audit matter shall not be included. See, in disclaimer, you are saying, we did not obtain anything. Same time, if you are saying, these are the most significant matter, it will be conflict. And disclaimer when you are giving, there is an option too. What is the other option? Instead of giving disclaimer, you can say, ta-da, bye-bye, you can. In case of disclaimer, you have an option even to withdraw from the engagement. Okay. Now, that's right. Now, guys, modification, when will you give the modification? Can you say when an auditor will modify? One, financial has material misstatement. Second, one more case, unable to obtain. Like what? Unable to obtain sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Is it and or is it or? Is it and or is it or? When you will modify, is it and or is it or? Either case, no, it is or. That's right. Now, which is the next essay, which is here, which is the next essay, 700 forming an opinion, 701 camp, 705 is modification. Next essay is which one? 706. 706 is emphasis of, very good, emphasis of matter para. Emphasis of matter para and other matter para. Okay. Now, these two paragraphs are included in audit report to invite whose attention, without modifying, you are inviting whose attention, to invite attention of users. Both these are additional paragraph which comes in the audit report. Now, can you say what is the difference? Maklai, can you say what is the difference between these two paragraphs? The difference is here it is a matter, something which is there, presented or disclosed in FS. This is something other than those in FS. And I will ask you a question. Can you say whether it comes in emphasis or other? Kindly reply. I have to state to the users that early application of new accounting standard. Early application of new accounting standard. Which para? Is it EOMP or OMP? Early application of new accounting standard. It is. Accounting standard will have effect in FS. So it is EOMP. Now, I want to state subsidiary company auditor CA stress. I just want to say, I'm not the auditor. Stress is the subsidiary company auditor or branch auditor. Then it is. I'm just saying he is the auditor of branch or subsidiary, that is OMP. So this is to clarify about my responsibility. This is to clarify about FS. See guys, 700 opinion year form, 701 CAM, 705 modified, and in 706 these two additional para. This you generally place above cap in contents. This you place below cap. I mean in the contents. So which is the last essay? Which is the last essay in the series? Let's go for the last essay. Which is the last essay? Last essay is essay. Yeah, you're right. Essay 700 and essay 710. See, till now we were talking about current period, current period, current period. Now in essay 710, for a change, we are saying about comparative information. How many approaches are there? How many approaches are there? Two approaches are there, right? It can be either corresponding figures. And a second approach I have just left off. What was the second approach? It can be it can be comparative financial statements. Now, one basic difference is, there are a lot of difference, but one basic difference, corresponding figures, my opinion, as a current period auditor, my opinion mainly refers to which year? In corresponding figures, my opinion mainly refers to which year opinion. My opinion will refer to which year? It is mainly with respect to current period. Shall not refer to prior period. Current period, yes. Prior period, no. Except in two cases. These two cases is in 510. Either prior period is unaudited or audited by predecessor and issue is unresolved. Whereas in comparative FS, your opinion will refer to, Makla, can you say your opinion will refer to, come on, I want that word. Your opinion will refer to, don't use that term. Yeah, very good. It will refer to each period, every period. Yeah, each period. So basically 710 is regarding prior period. So that's why we linked it with 510. Are we clear with chapter number 8, 700 series revision? Can you just let me know by replying in the chat box if clear? So what brought us here? What brought us here? Because you remember this one, we were revising the which topic? Audit report. From audit report only we have come here, right? So yes, now we said 11:30, now it's 11:50 almost. We have not yet given any break except for 5 minutes. So let's go for 15 minutes break now. After the break, what we will do is, we will go with last 1.5 hours. Maybe I will go till 1:45. Before 2, we will end. Okay. So last 1 hour or 1.5 hours. Okay, let's see how the session goes. Maybe we can discuss till here today. Okay, till here we can discuss today. Rest we will keep it for the next session. Next session, we will complete this, and next session, I will discuss Caro also. Okay, so after the 15 minutes break, okay, let's discuss this and also link it. After that, we will go for RPP. RPP, let's try to complete it. If not, remaining RPP, we will do with the next session. Makla, is that clear? Is that okay, guys? After the break, because break, we didn't give any break till now, except those 5 minutes. Okay, Anna, can you give me a reply? So after the break, maybe misstatement, materiality. All these together, we will take around 20 to 25 minutes maximum. Maybe maximum you keep 20 to 25 minutes. After that, we'll go for RPP. Okay. So yes, for those who are seeing this, just for your information sake, I'm just saying with their ICRC have asked them with their permission saying MTP questions I'm not discussing mainly because I've already discussed. It's available in my personal YouTube. If you want, you can just go back. It's a free resource only. So if you want, you can check out. Okay. So yes, shall we go for the break? So guys, how was it till now? All good? Okay. So any doubts, you can just leave it in the chat box so that after 15 minutes, when I come back, I will clear it out. So right now, 15 minutes break and come back sharper. Now it's 11:55. So 12:10, we will start. Okay. Come back. I need your support because your replies only keeping me going, and hats off to your replies. You guys are replying so much. Hats off to that. Okay, keep replying. So come back double strong. Okay, good. Hello. Have you guys reached back after the break? Okay. So can we continue? Okay. Hi, Adil. Others? Yes. So we were revising the, yeah. Okay. So others, if you're ready. Come on. Life is a race. Run. Race. Come on. We are just near the finishing line. Those 4 letters, PASS. Come on, pass. When the results comes, it should be pass, right? Number 24 exam results, not number, sorry. I'm really sorry. I was just chatting to the students about November. Someone asked, so that's why. So really sorry for the May 24. Now the window is being changed, right? So one student asked me about November. I said no, November for inter. So when the May 24 results comes, your result should be PASS, nothing less than pass. I'm really sorry. Okay. So yes. So ready. Come on. Ready? If ready, can we start? I'm really sorry. Okay. So yes. So that's a big move by ICAI. I was just saying to the student, like window being changed to instead of November, September. Okay. So others, can you give me ready so that we will finish off this in 20 to 25 minutes and then we will start with the RPP. See, all these are kuti concepts. Maybe 20 minutes we can finish off 3 concepts. If that is 3 concepts, it's fine. Just 3 concepts would do. Rest we will do a deal in the next session on 25th. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can we start? Okay. Guys, keep supporting, keep replying. So, misstatement. Can someone say which standard or where we hear this misstatement? Which essay is dealing with the misstatement? Misstatement. There is a specific standard dealing with misstatement. Essay 315 is about identifying misstatements. 330 is responding misstatement. Which essay deals with misstatement evaluation? It is essay. Come on, essay 450. Very good. Now, what is misstatement? Altafel 315 is identifying the assessing the risk of material misstatement. It's not 315. Misstatement specifically. Okay, 315 is there is a reference, but specifically it is 450. So in 450, we are mainly seeing 2 types of misstatement. What are those 2 types of misstatement? 2 misstatements. One, identified misstatements. But one more misstatement is there. What? We have identified, we have communicated with the management, they are still unresolved. So what? Uncorrected misstatements. So as an auditor, we will, at essay 450, what is the keyword of essay 450? Can someone say, what is the keyword of essay 450? We will evaluate. Evaluate. Very important. Bigire mukyam. Very important. Evaluate. Both identified misstatements as well as the uncorrected misstatements. How it will affect the audit FS. Now, if there is uncorrected misstatement, now root will go to which essay? The misstatement is not only there in essay 450, it's also there in essay from 450. Eda, come on. 7, not 5. You will give adverse opinion or you will give which opinion you will give? You will give adverse or you will give a qualified opinion depending upon the pervasiveness. Now, what is misstatement? Misstatement is the difference between that our inventory should have been valued as per AS2, but it is not as per AS2 in books or FS. So, what is the misstatement? It is a difference between the requirements of AFRF, applicable financial reporting framework, or generally accepted accounting principles, and FS, meaning books. To be say in layman's language, what it should be as per AFRF and what it is as per FS or books. This can be either, it can be either what in the form of, it can be in the form of 4 presentation, or it can be, come on, disclosure, or it can be valuation. And one thing I missed out, presentation, wrong presentation, non-disclosure, valuation, one more thing, or it can be wrong classification. Now, misstatement can arise either due to intentional or unintentional. So it can be either due to fraud or error. Even though it is not there in the syllabus, there is a standard which deals with fraud. You need to learn the number. Which standard? That is SA 240. It's there in bank audit chapter. Here and there is reference. Now, as an auditor, auditor shall, whenever you see the misstatement, there is a flow. So, requirements, I'm not writing, I will just say. Auditor will, what you do in the first step when you see the misstatement, first step what you will do, first step you will accumulate the misstatement, accumulate. Misstatement in sales, misstatement in purchases, unless clearly trivial. Trivial means chota, you will accumulate. Once accumulated, hey management, see, correct it. You will communicate with management. Before that, you will see how it affects the audit progress. How it affects. Then you will ask the management to correct it. You will communicate and ask them to correct it. If not, you will see the reasons why management is not correcting. Next step, you will ask TCWG. TCWG, look, they are not correcting. TCWG, essay 260. Now, if they are saying, come on, auditor, this is silly matter, leave it, then give it in writing. Written representation, essay 580. Now, can you reply? Written representation is obtained when the uncorrected misstatements are material or immaterial. When you will go for written representation? Only when it is uncorrected misstatements are immaterial. Finally, don't forget document. Document as per references there in 230. So that's the requirement. Very important. So from here, if there are still uncorrected misstatements, as we already said, uncorrected misstatements are further addressed in essay, qualified or adverse 705. So this is regarding the concept of misstatement. Misstatement is there in essay 450, evaluation, and 705 you will modify. And are we clear with the concept of misstatement? Through this, we were referring essay 450 and linking essay 705. So are we clear? Come on, just 5 more minutes. With that, we have to start with RPP. Okay. So yes, which was the next one? Okay. So I will stop with materiality. Yeah? Materiality. With that, I will stop because time is running. Yeah. So materiality. Maklak, if all okay, can we go to materiality, guys? Come on, Kanmanis, can we proceed? Trivial misstatements means, trivial means kuti kuti, kuti means shorter, like immaterial. So are the correct sentences like this? Where is that? Auditor shall accumulate the, in this. Auditor shall accumulate the misstatement unless those that are clearly trivial. Trivial means that does not have any significance, insignificant. Okay. Any other doubts? So last concept before we proceed to RTP. RTP, we will not be able to complete. We will do half RTP today, rest half the next session. Okay. So can we proceed to materiality? Okay, last concept before we proceed to RTP. Materiality. Materiality. When you hear materiality, which essay will come to your mind? On your mark, get set, go, come on, reply. Essay, 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 320. It's there in chapter number 3. This misstatement, and I'm always referring to ICAI material only. This is chapter number 7. 450. 450 is chapter 7. Okay. So guys, support. Materiality means when an item is said to be material. When an item is said to be material. If it affects what? Decision making of. Economic decision. That's the correct word. Economic decision making of whom? Is it auditor, management, or is it user? Come on, options. Economic decision making of users of FS. Now we said users. Users means which users? Is it specific individual users? See, that Grishma creditor will use. See, that Taslima will use. Is it specific? No. Generally, we say common users and not specific or individual user. Okay. In an audit, I will fix materiality 1 lakh. Adil will fix another. Anne will fix another. Altaf will fix another. I'm just calling out the names of participants. Yeah. So materiality is based on your, come on, what? It's based on your APJ. What? Auditor's professional judgment. APJ is auditor's professional judgment. Not only that, but a schedule 3 is also saying about materiality, like expense or revenue exceeding 1 lakh or 1% should be disclosed. Shareholder holding more than 5% should be disclosed. So it's also requirement of, come on, fill it up, requirements of what? A, F or F. Now, for a company like Infosys, materiality will be different. And see the Kutti company there. See, look out, no, that Puttu Limited, small company over there. So, materialities are also affected by nature, size, or both of the entity. Okay, only 2 more points. And what is the relationship between materiality and audit risk? And what is the relationship between materiality and audit risk? Is it directly related or is it inversely related, guys? higher the more the materiality, more procedure. So more procedure, risk will be, come on, risk is SA 315. No, yeah, risk will be low. So there is a what relationship? Inverse relationship. Okay. Now one question. While fixing materiality benchmark, can we use a percentage of profit, percentage of asset, percentage of net block, etc.? Is that fine? Either, gross profit is there. A percentage of gross profit can be keep. Gross profit is 2 lakhs. Answer is yes, any benchmark can be used as per the auditor's professional judgment. Okay, but if profit is volatile means keeps on changing, then other benchmarks has to be used other than profit. So while fixing the benchmark, 5 factors are there. Come on, 5 factors are there. I remember 4 factors. One I will forget. I will miss out. Let me see whether you will say 5 factors which affects materiality benchmark. I need that one factor. First, nature, size, economic environment, life cycle, etc. Okay. Then items in FS. Okay. Then users requirement. Okay. Then volatility of benchmark. One factor I've missed. You know what factor? Any guess? Other than these, one more factor is there. Anyone? Yeah. In case of, you have to see ownership structure and the way it is financed. So basically, the materiality is nothing but it is SA 320, which is chapter number. That's right. The thing is ownership structure and the way it is financed. And guys, don't forget to document the materiality. So that's it about the concepts for the session. Today's session concepts we are finishing off. So you can take rest for 1 or 2 minutes. After that, we will start with RTP. Let's finish off 1 hour. Let's finish off MCQs today and let's see how it goes. Remaining descriptive. Okay, as the time goes till 145, 150 will continue. After that, rest of the descriptive and rest of the RTP, we will discuss in the next session. But can you acknowledge whether till now all good? We are pausing with materiality. In between, we have revised 500 series. We have also done with 700 series. If all good, I want to put you RTP, no, give me double ready, put ready. With that, we will start with RTP discussion. After 1 minute, let me know so that we will start with RTP. One second, I'll just take the RTP out. 1 second, I'll just open it. Ready. If it is ready, I want to ready. Life is a race. Run. Guys, come on. I'm just opening the file. 1 second. Okay. So MTP, as I said, I've done already. So that's why we'll go with RTP. So in RTP, every chapter is covered, no? So that will be a revision of all chapters. Yes. Okay. Good to go. Okay, I hope you can see the screen. So guys, when I'm reading the RTP, it's the RTP of May 24. So when I'm reading, just read with me and we will revise the concepts and then we will go. Not just simply reading and then finishing off. Okay? Okay. So, MTP, when I discuss, I've said, but still I'm just repeating for your sake. Are you aware that in the question paper, MTP1 and MTP2, they have not included correct, incorrect? Ariyamo, Tirima, do you know that? Are you aware about that? In both the MTPs, what they have given is, both MTP1 and MTP2, what they have given is, I'm saying about MTP, case scenario, 10 marks, then case scenario 8 marks, then case scenario 6 marks. In this 5 questions of 2 marks, 5 questions of, not 5 questions, 4 questions of 2 marks, 3 questions of 2 marks, then individual cases are there. 3 into 2, 6. Okay, so that's how 30 marks it is. Then descriptive question, it is question number 1 to 6. Each question has 4, 4, 3, 3. So correct, incorrect is not being included in the MTP, but your study material has correct, incorrect. But let's see how the exam comes. Don't worry about correct, incorrect. Let's see that. So guys, support will start with the RTP. Okay. Plus it's also a revision of the concepts, so keep replying. Das & Co. Chartered Accountants are the statutory auditors of SAR Industries Private Limited, a company engaged in manufacturing business since 2018. The company is operating from rented premises and it does not have building of its own. It has upgraded its machinery last time in 2020, except interest in company, the promoters, directors, key managerial person and their relative market do not have any other ownership in any other entity. Also, company does not enter into any other business with promoters, directors, key managerial person and their relatives. Directors and key managerial person gets only reasonable remuneration from the company. Ada. So from this, what you understand, which essay came to your mind? From this yellow marking which I've made, which essay came to your mind? Essay 550. Here essay 550, as per this particular paragraph which you have read, is the risk in this company high or low? Can I have your reply? Is the risk with respect to 550 is related party? Is the risk high or low, guys? Risk is low. Very good. Grishma, that's right. So is the risk high or low? Risk is comparatively low. So SA 550 need not be very specifically be concerned here. Okay. You have to see, but there is no other person. No, risk is low. Adil, how risk high? It is risk low. Okay. The company, next up, the company has an internal control system in place. It has not appointed internal auditor. It is not mandatorily required to appoint internal auditor under Companies Act. Let a Companies Act internal auditor, section 138. Plus CARO is also there. Does the company has an internal auditor? No. So, when you hear about internal auditor, section 138 is there, CARO is there, any other essay is there? I'm saying when you hear about internal auditor, which other essay will come to your mind? I'm just asking you which essay. Essay 610. But the company has no internal auditor. So SA 610 is applicable or not applicable or not applicable. The 610 name is external auditor using the work of internal auditor. There is no internal auditor, so 610 is not applicable. Next, the Asan company have accepted the audit of company for the year 22-23 for the first time. Makle, first time, it's a dash audit engagement. Come on, come on, come on. Analyze, guys, analyze. What audit engagement? Initial audit engagement. So which essay will come to your mind? Initial audit engagement. 510. Okay. The promoters and directors of the company are known to the engagement partner only socially for quite some time. Okay. So is there any... Okay, I will ask after the next sentence. Promoters and directors are known to the company only quite some time. However, it is for the first time that any professional work is accepted by them. Is there any kind of threat or is independence being affected here? Chapter 11, independence threat. See, they themselves are saying known only for quite some time, so there is no close relationship, no familiarity threat. It is the first time they are accepting such a work. There is no advocacy. So independence, is it affected or not affected? Meaning independence. There is threat. Is it there or not there? Like, is there threat? Only for quite some time. Only for quite some time. Only for quite some time. Meaning, for a close relationship to happen, there should be more. You should know a person for quite long. I just met a person last day and we won't have... independence is not much affected, Pullare. Independence is not affected. Not only that, see, such type of work he is accepting for the first time. They are saying only for quite some time. See those words? Only. So basically, there is not much of threat and independence is not much affected also. Can I have your reply whether you understood till here? I was linking from SA 550, 610, 510, threat. Can I have a proceed? Okay. While formulating, only socially only, there is nothing else. Only socially, there is nothing else. So not much of independence is affected. While formulating audit plan of the company, has planned certain risk assessment procedure and further audit procedure comprising of TOC and substantive procedure. Which essay came to your mind when you heard about audit plan? Plan. Essay 300. Planning strategy. Right. Following is the extract of financial information. They have not given the entire financial balance sheet P&L. They have just given you some information. Okay. Turnover of the company. Makla, can you just analyze turnover of the company for the last 2 years? Inventory. Property, plant. Can you say property and plant is remaining same? How it might have decreased? Any guess? Like how the property, plant and machinery would have reduced? There is no additions or deletions during the year. It's same. How? Because they would have mainly charged the depreciation. Right. Depreciation they would have charged. Gross profit. Can you look and say which year gross profit is better? A trade receivables is also there. Is it 21-22 which is better, or 22-23 which is better? GP ratio, which is better? Which year is better? Better, I'm asking you. I'll just calculate and see. Here it is 6 gross profit when turnover is 30. So 6 by 30, I think it comes to 6 by 20%. Here 3.75 when it was 15 into 100. It comes to 25%. So which year profit is better? It's of course 21-22. That's just the analysis of the financial. 21-22 is better. Is the analysis clear for you? The extract, there is no addition to the property plant. This we said, property plant is not changed. This how depreciation, the year 21-22 is turnover, even though it is increased, but profit-wise, the last year was better. Of course, trade receivable, how increased? Sales increased. Okay. Now, can I have the proceed? Last part of the case. The property, plant and equipment item consists of machinery only. While planning the procedure in respect of PPE, auditor has included audit procedures like inspecting, reviewing company's plan for performing physical verification, assessing the depreciation method used, verifying the PPE items, recalculation of depreciation, etc. So all these are procedures which auditor is planning to do with respect to PPE. Further, while performing risk assessment procedure to identify risk of material misstatement, engagement partner has come to notice that there is considerable variation in the gross profit as compared to last year. That we just saw, right? Gross profit, there was a change. He has also studied the purchases and sales during the year and also compared it with the previous year. Which procedure is he doing? While comparison, he is doing analytical procedure. Analytical procedure is say 520. Just look how even MTP1, MTP2, especially MTP1 questions were so good. Okay, they are framed in such a way that in a particular question itself, there are a lot of standards, lot of things are happening. But once you put your mind, it will be okay. So, guys, if you are okay, can you put in the chat box Q1? I will give you a rest after we finish case study 1. I will give you 3 minutes rest. So, can I have Q1? Okay, so starting with the question 1. Keeping the above description provided in the case scenario, which of the following statement is most likely to be appropriate? Engagement partner is socially known to the promoters of the company. This mandatorily involves advocacy threat. Is it right? Advocacy threat is when he promotes the client. Here it is not that. That too, it is known only. That is socially. So answer is, it's not correct. So I'm striking off. Now, next one. Engagement partner is socially known to promoters and directors. The company mandatorily involves familiarity threat. See, as we said, it's only socially, there is no close relationship. Again, no. Rule out, guys, rule out. The situation reflected in the case may not constitute threat to independence. Irrespective of this, detection risk in the engagement is low. Okay. The situation reflected in case do not pose any threat. Irrespective of this, detection risk is high. Okay. Can you say which is the better option? Is it C or D? In the question, they said it is an initial audit engagement for the first time. You know, as per SA 315, detection risk means wrong audit procedure. Even in our ICAI material, there was a MCQ, integrated MCQ, wherein they asked you if it is a newly accepted engagement, chances of doing wrong procedure is more or less so, Bullare. Come on. Wrong audit procedure, it's a new client. We don't know them. Our KYC knowledge about the client is less. So detection risk chances are high, no, because it is an initial audit engagement. So the answer is stress, Adil, Grishma, Eva. Answer is not low, it is high. Let us just think, no, it's a new engagement, it's a new client, so it should be more. So answer is D. Now, can you acknowledge whether you understood? So study a concept. If you have left off, if it is a new client, detection risk will be more because our procedure may be high. Stress, not C stress. It is put up, it is D. Okay. Can we go to 2? 2, 2, 2, 2. Come on. CAD has included the audit plan, certain procedures in respect of PPE. Which of the following procedures included PPE is not relevant? You know, they don't want, irrelevant, not relevant. Inspecting, reviewing the plan for physical verification. But a physical verification, we hear somewhere else. Where? Come on. Caro, clause number 1. Assessing the method used for depreciation. Depreciation method you have to see. Verifying the cost of PPA acquired with the bills. It's a part of test of detail. Recalculation of depreciation. Can I know the answer from your part? Which is not relevant. They said which is not relevant, not likely. Panna venda, cheya venda, not to do. No need, no need. Can you say A or B or C or D or? Let me see. I'm here to rectify, no? So let's have a reply first. See, here for the Caro you have to do, here you have to check method, here it is test of details, here you are recalculating the depreciation for arithmetical accuracy. So here, which is least, not likely, not needed. The reply please, answer is, come on. Answer is, come on. It is C. Why? Acquired during the year. Didn't we analyze? In that, we said no, there is no change in the property, plant and equipment. Meaning, what we concluded, there is no additions during the year. Do you remember? Makla, a lot of them are replying with D and A. No. If there is no additions, then why do you want to check with the purchase bills? It is irrelevant. So it is not a D, it is only C. Did you hear that? Because there is no acquisition during the year. That table shows that, and we also concluded no. Is that set? All clear? If so, can you put Q3? Okay, third one. Which of the following statement is likely to be the most suitable? Whenever Gauri, if there is an acquisition, this question is not relevant here. Then they should have changed the option. Okay. Engel, they should have changed it. Yeah. Okay. Which of the following statement is most suitable? And whenever you see the words most suitable, most appropriate, just rethink. Okay. Explain the fact relating to variation in gross profit as compared to the last year. And of which year we said better, we calculated it, right? Which year we said 21-22 is better, no? Alla, 21-22 is better. Okay. Now read the options. Gross profit has decreased in the year 22-23 as compared to 2021. It may be due to the reasons that sales price may have been reduced by the company to procure more order. Seems to be correct, but wait, let's read the others. Gross profit has increased in the year 22. No, it has decreased. Don't read. Gross profit has decreased in the year 22-23 as compared to 21-22. It may be due to the reason that I will leave for you to reply. It may be due to the reason that office staff salary and maintenance expenditure has been increased. Gross profit has decreased mainly because of allowance for obsolescence of inventory has been more. Can you guys reply? Actually, both A option, C option, D option says gross profit has decreased, which is right. But A says because of sales price difference. C says because of office expense. D says allowance for inventory obsolescence. Can you reply with which is the most appropriate? A or C or D or? Which is the most appropriate, guys? Come on, Unstoppables, which is the most appropriate? Others, may I have your reply? See, they want gross profit. See, office salary is not an item in the gross profit. It's an item in net profit. And obsolescence is also an item which, like a provision, is in the net profit. So they wanted gross profit. So the answer would be A. Other two are affecting net profit, not gross. Good question, right? That's all our indirect expense. Yeah. Can we go to Q4, question 4? CAD has studied purchases and sales data of the company during the year and also compared such data with previous year and earlier years also. This is an example of ratio, trend, reasonableness, structural. That's a very easy question. Essay 520, analytical procedure can be ratio, trend, reasonable, structural. Which procedure is it? The comparing current year with previous year, it is which procedure? Trend analysis, right? In ratio, denominator, numerator. Reasonableness, financial and non-financial. Structural modeling, it's like statistical predictive tool. So here it is very clearly B. That was easy. Now, after I read the last question, I will pause for 1 minute so that I want you guys to interpret and say, after that I'll say the answer. Q5, last question. After that, 2 minutes rest. Considering the case scenario in totality, identify which of the following combination of standards is not proper for likely reference in performing the audit engagement. That they want which is not proper. Not proper. Not proper. Can you reply? After that, I will say, which is not proper, they want. Excuse me. And I want those who are in the live, can you reply, which is not proper? Out of the option, which is not proper, they are asking. Answer is. Come on. See, SQC1, chapter 11, they say it applies for every engagement. So it's there. Quality control, that also you need for an audit. Every audit quality control is there. So that's also there. Okay. Whenever there is inventory, you need to go and observe. Inventory is there for the company, so you may need to observe. External confirmation is a part of your audit procedure. Yes. Then 700, come on. So this is not the answer. And others, you can reply in the chat box. So yeah. Now in 700, anyway, SA 700 will come. Why? Because what audit without the report? So 700 is also there. So no. Here, report, initial audit engagement. This is an initial audit engagement. Quality control evidence 700. Whereas here, just see, internal audit is not there. We said related party, risk is very less. Answer is B. Not proper, they are asking. But just think, unless you learn essay with the numbers, this question will not be favorable for you. But I'm very sure that my kids will, all students will do, because we always learn essay with the number. Are we clear with case scenario 1 in our RTP for May 24? How was it, Pulare? Come on, tell me. How was the RTP? Very good question, right? So what I feel is, once you get the hang of it, see, I've seen students, MTP1, they said very difficult when solving. When they came to MTP2, they said, okay, if they are attending this, they will say, okay, better. So if you are doing these three itself, I think you will get that flow. So revision is there, but along with the revision, you have to do some questions so that you will get that, that pattern. Not only that pattern, your brain will think. So there are a lot of students, ma'am, we are not attending MTP, we are not attending RTP, let's keep it for the end. No, don't do like that. That's a humble suggestion. That's why even for today's session, I've put RTP as a part. MCQ today we'll finish, descriptive tomorrow. So guys, can you take 2 minutes rest so that we can go to scenario 2. After 2 minutes, give me proceed. Let's finish off. Come on, come on, come on. 1 more minute. After that, give me proceed. Proceed to case scenario 2. So guys, take it in a very serious way. Serious suggestion. Do some questions, MTP or RTP or even ICAI material back. There are a lot of questions now. So as a part of your revision itself, kindly do. Last 30 seconds, come on. After that, put ready for case 2. Let's bash. Last 10 seconds. Come on, come on, come on. If all good, can we go? Okay. So, others ready? Okay. Where is the share? 1 second now. Okay, I closed it. So, okay, scenario 2. Okay, I'm just reading, same way you reply. CAM Raja has accepted the offer of appointment of auditor of an entity. As business carried out by the entity is new to him, he wants to gain an understanding about the entity and its environment. Which standard came to your mind when you heard about this? Essay. Come on, guys. Essay. 300 and. Essay 300 and. Come on. Essay 315. Understanding the entity and its environment, including control. He has performed procedures of obtaining evidence about design, implementation of control. He has performed various procedures such as inquiry, inspection, observation in this regard. Not 210. Altaf 210 is engagement letter. No. Agreeing on terms. This is 315. He wants a reasonable assurance that accounting system is adequate and all accounting system which should be recorded has been recorded. All these things we have studied in objectives of internal control. You remember chapter number 3, there are 4 objectives of internal control. Can someone support me? Whether transactions are authorized, if transactions are authorized, whether it is properly recorded, if properly recorded, assets are properly safeguarded, if safeguarded, comparison of assets. So we are just revising. As I said, I don't just read the question, I'm just revising it also. So those are the objectives of internal control, chapter number 3. Further, during the audit, he has noticed that as required by the management, bank reconciliation is required to be performed monthly. However, the same is not carried out due to time constraints. BRS, bank reconciliation is not done. The entity has a system of procuring raw materials on the basis of valid purchase order. However, purchase order are not serially numbered. Weight sheet are not verified by responsible person. Staff of the entity responsible for bringing cash from centers in nearby areas deposit in a bank account. However, concerned officers has not renewed insurance for cash in transit. So what you conclude by the internal control, is internal control strong or weak, guys? In this particular company, is the control strong or is the control weak? Come on, the control is. The control in this particular company is, we can conclude that it is weak. Okay. So proceed. So can we go to question 1? Come on. Question 1. The auditor has performed procedures to obtain audit evidence about design and implementation of control. Which of the following is more reliable to obtain evidence regarding to application of control? They wanted more reliable evidence they want. Reliable. Just strike off the most inappropriate, you just strike off. Okay, most inappropriate, you strike off. observing, inspecting, document only, inquiring, studying design of control. Application, they wanted not just control, regarding application of control, how they are applying the control. Can you reply in the chat box with what you feel which is the most reliable? The inquiry is least reliable. Studying of the design of control, it's just like management who is designing. Is it A or B the most reliable? Come on, which is the answer? See, documentation is prepared by, internal control. If you remember, inherent limitations. Now you can type which is the most reliable. If you remember, inherent limitations of internal control, chapter number 3. In that, few limitations, collusion by the employees, management may abuse their power, override the control, small entities. In that, management may misuse their power to manipulate the document only. They can manipulate the document. So, in the above scenario, control is not proper. So, do you think document will be proper? Just think logically. Actually, inspection is the most better method. But since here the control is weak already, do you think documentation will be proper in this case? Control will be also manipulated, no? I mean, documents will be also manipulated. So in this scenario, since there is a weakness in control, the most reliable will be to inspect. In chapter number 3, there is a topic, inquiry, inspection, observation, reperformance. Inquiry plus inspection will give you the most effective and efficient. You remember that topic? Come on, reply. But inquiry is least. Why not inspection here? Because here control is already weak. Document may be manipulated because here there is a lot of weakness. So you can't rely on the control documents. If it is a good company, you could have relied. So best in this scenario is observing. But I hope that question answer is clear. That was an exceptional case because control is weak. Answer is A. Can we go to 2.2? Second one. Examination and evaluation of internal control is indispensable for CA M. Raja. It provides him necessary comfort relating to completeness of accounting information. However, review of internal control will not enable him to know. Chapter 3, there is something called as benefits of evaluation of control. There are a lot of points, around 8 to 9 points are there to identify fraud, whether internal audit department is there, whether administration is there, to give suggestions. There are a lot of points are there. From here, they want will not enable to locate fraud or other, to see effective department, modify the opinion, administrative control. May I know the correct option? Which will not enable him, will not enable him. So the option better is, see, it will help him to locate fraud? No. Internal audit department is a part of control? No. Administration control, safeguarding of assets, etc. But are you going to express opinion on control? Tell me yes or no. Guys, can you say yes or no? You are not going to express opinion on internal control. They are saying specifically in essay 265. Because control is weak, we are not going to modify the opinion directly unless there is an effect in FS. So the answer is, which one? Come on, type in the chat box. No, answer is C. because we are not going to express opinion on control. And I hope you guys are following. If so, can we go to third? Yeah, third. Only two more in this case study. As regarding the weakness identified, and I put Q3. Which of the following constitutes significant deficiencies in control? Ada, which essay came to mind? Can you reply? Which essay significant deficiencies? It is essay 265. Not performing BRS timely, not verifying the sheets only. Not performing BRS, lack of proper sequence only. Lack of insurance only. Not performing BRS, lack of proper sequence, not verifying. Here, that's a very simple case, which is the most significant they are asking. Now, don't look at the size and then don't choose. Ma'am, biggest option is this. So this should be the answer. Come on. Always it may not work. But here it will work. More deficiencies, more significant. So answer is C. They're asking you significant. Significant means big. Big. Significant. Significant deficiency means you have to even communicate with TCWG. Yeah. So the answer is C. Which of the following is most appropriate? Yes, in others they are saying only. That's also right. Which of the following most appropriate with respect to essay 265? We just said essay 265. So let's recap. Essay 265 is communicating deficiencies in internal control with management and TCWG through something called as letter of weakness. In that they are talking about internal control deficiency, they are talking about significant deficiency, material weakness. But what is the difference between 260 and 265? Are both these standards same? See, 260 you are communicating with TCWG only. 265 you are communicating with both TCWG and management. 260 is significant matter, any significant matter. Here it is basically TCWG or management deficiencies in IC specific. Okay. So they want most appropriate, most to communicate significant deficiencies to management. But is that right? Is it only management? No, management TCWG. To communicate deficiencies in IC along with explanation to potential management. Okay. Answer is management is okay. Management and TCWG. Okay. To communicate deficiencies in internal control along with the effects to provide information and communication and to express opinion on control. To communicate deficiencies along with the explanation to provide information, communication. Now don't choose C mainly because it is the biggest size. But now I want all in the live to reply which is the most appropriate one. And here they are saying we are going to express opinion on IC. As an auditor, we don't express opinion on IC. So not C. Better. See, they are asking you most appropriate, no? So better is D. Why? You are saying deficiency, you are saying its effect, and you're also communicating. With that, we have completed case scenario 2. So RTP we'll discuss all the MCQs. We said today, tomorrow Allah. Next our session is 25th April. Continuation of this. So remaining we'll discuss then. The important questions in RTP. Simple question we won't discuss then. So 5 more MCQs are there, which is individual MCQs. So take rest for 1 minute. 1 or 2 minutes you can take rest. After that, let me know by saying proceed. So take rest, then we'll go to general MCQs. By 1:45 I will end. Okay. Oh, that's okay, Grishma. We have completed the we have completed the case scenario 2. Now moving on to the next one. Okay. So others, can we proceed? Okay. So yeah, CA Muskin is an auditor of two concerns, Wellstar Homes and Wellstar Stores. The partners of the firm are common. While auditing the FS of Wellstar Homes, she noticed that few expenditure bills pertaining to Wellstars have been entered in its books. Which assertion? Come on, when you hear assertion, 3 things. SA 315, SA 500, chapter number 5, items in FS. Assertion concept, we'll take it in the next session. Is disapproved in the above case. But I even without looking into the option. Can you give me a reply? Which assertion is disapproved? Disapproved means violated here. Any guess? See, she noticed that few transactions pertaining, it has not even taken place, but they have recorded. It has not taken place, they have recorded it. So which option is, it does not belong to them, but they have recorded. Is it completeness? Is it accuracy? Accuracy means its amount. Occurrence or classification, which is violated here. It does not pertain to the entity, but they have recorded it. So the answer is very good. It is C, occurrence. Pertaining, belonging. Can we go to Q2? CAX is nearing completion of audit procedure. During the course of audit of a company, he found that nothing unusual till now. Nothing unusual, mark it. Company is earning handsome profit. Very good. Since last many years, there is a little debt burden on it. Good. Good company. It is also in the process of expanding the business by taking a loan from the bank. Very good. The bank also granted in principle support for lending the money to the company. Which of the following statement is, whenever you hear, you have to select the most appropriate, meaning there will be more than one correct. Select most appropriate regarding evaluation of going concern followed by management. Going concern, essay 570. So can you say which is the correct option? Appropriateness of going concern assumptions may be made by the auditor without performing detailed evaluation procedure. Appropriateness should be made by the auditor by performing detailed evaluation. Appropriateness of going concern should be made by skipping management. You can't skip management assessment. You have to see management assumption. Appropriateness of going concern would be made by the auditor by necessarily examining cash flow statement. Say you will examine the cash flow statement, correct, only when there is an uncertainty. Here there is no uncertainty. Can you reply with A or B, which is better? And just read the case study. So answer is better because there is no issue here, nothing. They are having good flows, good profit. They are expanding. Bank loan is also they are getting. So no need to perform detailed procedure. So the answer would be command A. Now, why do you want to perform Sharika detailed procedures? See, already they are having good procedures, right? Why do you want to perform detailed procedures? Grishma, Shreyas, you too? Why? I think while recapping essay 570, I asked you, when will you go for detailed procedures? Only when there is a uncertainty or when there is an issue. Here, is there any uncertainty? No. Then will you go for detailed procedures? No. Here they are not saying you won't do. Just that we don't do detailed procedure. They are saying this much only. So answer is A. Stress, did you understand? Okay. If it is uncertainty, when you have uncertainty only, you will go for detailed procedure. Simple. Is there any material uncertainty in this case? Tell me an yes or no. Is there any material uncertainty in this case? No. Then why do you go for detailed procedures? That's it. Q3. CA Piyush is offered the appointment as statutory auditor of a branch of a bank. He has also given the housing loan of 75 lakh from the same bank. Identify threat to independence involved. Can we have a revision? How many ethical requirements? How many threats? May I know? How many ethical requirements? 5. And I will miss out one. You have to identify which. Integrity, objectivity, professional behavior, professional competence. Which one did I miss out? It's issued by ISBA, International Ethical Standard Board of Accountants. Which one? Confidentiality. How many threats? Again, 5 threats. Self-interest, self-review, advocacy, familiarity. One thing I missed off, guys. Which one? Intimidation threat. Now, can you say which threat is involved? Very easy question. Housing loan 75 lakh. Money. Cash. Come on. Which threat? Once it is money, it is always self-interest, no? Okay, only 2 more questions. After that, 10 minutes of some important things. After that, 1:45, we will wind up. Then we go to Q4. A chartered accountant finds that during the course of audit of a company, management is not serious about findings of internal audit report. No actions has been taken on findings of report of last 2 quarters are gathering dust. He has found that management has not disclosed relating to the transaction of another company. However, he has additionally gathered that it is related party going through annual report past years and searching online portals of MCA. This situation describes, and I want your reply. Is it objectivity? Objectivity means opposite of subjectivity, not influence, unbiased. Professional knowledge, there's nothing like that. Independence or professional skepticism. A, B, C, D. Come on, which one is the most appropriately describes the above situation? See, they have not done, they are not disclosing. So what did we do? We had a doubt. We searched MCA, Ministry of Corporate Affairs portal, and we got the information. So there's a clear cut where we have to remain alert. We can't trust the management. So it is professional skepticism. See, objectivity means not influence, unbiased. It's not that case. Professional knowledge is nothing like that. Independence, we are not biased. Skeptical. Come on, guys. Polama. Come on. Can we go? Yes. Professional skepticism means questioning mind. That's right. You are appointed as the, last question, you are appointed as the statutory auditor of the company for the first time. It has become very important for you to understand the company and its environment. Which of the following activity is not right? Not expected to be included in your attempts to know about company and its environment. But which essay field came 315 field? Gaining knowledge about the debt structure. And I want your reply. Company's accounting policy, business risk, gathering evidence about valuation of trade receivables of the company. Reply, which is not expected to be included in understanding about the entity. Say, you have to gather evaluation of receivables. See, audit has 3 phases: planning, performing, completion. Valuation, etc. you might see in performing phase. But this, it's not C. No, it's not C. Come on, wait. It's not C. Let me say, valuation about trade payables, you won't see in the planning phase. It's in the performance phase. Here it is risk faced by the company. If there is a business risk, it won't be an audit risk. See, no. See, it won't be an audit risk. See, risk can be either quantitative or it can be also non-quantitative. So business risk may indirectly affects the items in internal control. So answer is D. Valuation has to be seen only in the performing phase. But I understood why you guys said C. I will explain. See, business risk is not a part of audit risk. ICAI material chapter number 3, they have said. Here, they are not asking about audit risk, which you don't have to see while understanding the entity and its environment. They have given a list itself in chapter 3. You have to understand about entity, operations, everything they have given. I do agree, this risk is not part of audit risk, but understandingly you have to see. Ma'am, then why this you ruled out? That's because valuation, which phase of audit you will see? Is it planning, completion or performing? Completion or in performing? Valuation, you will see only in performing phase, no? So answer is C. How was the sorry, I'm really sorry. How was the RTP MCQs, guys? Okay, so give me, I know our session has started. I've just given you one break of 15 minutes and just 5 minutes. Okay, so we'll wind up in 15 adla, 1:45, no? In 11 minutes, we will wind up. So let me just say, we will continue our session on which date you remember? April 25th, same time, morning 10 to 1:45 or 2, right? So that time we will continue with all these things. But wait, before we wind up, I just wanted to, we will complete all the other topics here. Before we wind up, can I discuss these three pillare? Is that okay? Why do you want to waste your precious time? Till 1:45 we can go, right? For that you have to promote. Promote means you have to, come on, you have to say, come on, come on, come on. Then only we will go. Can we go? And then this will hardly take 10 minutes only. Pervasive, persuasive, corroborator. 3 terms together. After that, we'll wind up by giving you one advice. Can I? Say, come on. Say, come on. No, come on, come on, come on. Life is a race. Run, 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 run. Persuasive, pervasive, corroborator. What is pervasiveness? Can you say which essay says about persuasiveness? Which essay address about persuasiveness? Not persuasiveness, I'm really sorry. Pervasiveness, no, sorry. This page is about pervasiveness. Sorry guys, pervasiveness we'll discuss first there. We will go in this flow. Okay, pervasiveness, 705. When an item will be taken as pervasive, pervasive means fully affected, completely affected, overall. When the effect is not confined to one item, it's not affecting one item, not confined to one item or one element or one account, A/C's account. Now, if it is one account, if an item, it forms substantial part, don't worry, I'll give you example. Now, or it affects the fundamental understanding of, come on, fundamental understanding of users. Eda, can you give me, these are the 3 points explanation for pervasiveness. Okay. Now I've put 3 examples here. All are examples of pervasiveness. Can you link it with which point is which? Inventory is misstated. This inventory constitutes 90% of total asset. Is it pervasive or not pervasive? Is it pervasive or not pervasive? 90% of total asset means it's like completely affected. Pervasive. So is this explanation 1, 2 or 3? Which one? Come on. Is it 1, 2 or 3? It is more of falling in the 2. Why? Because it forms the substantial part. Now, going concern is inappropriate. Going concern is inappropriate. 570. Pervasive. Pervasive. Like it falls under which case? fundamental understanding itself is affected, right? Going concern, AS1, consistency, approval, going concern, fundamental. 3. Accounting policies are inconsistent. See, if accounting policies are inconsistent, it can be either fundamental is violated, but if it is inconsistent, it can affect more than one item. If all the policies are inconsistent, it can be either one or two. The pervasiveness concept is basically there in essay 705. You evaluate to decide whether to give qualified, adverse, or disclaimer. Can I have the last proceed for the session? If this much is clear, for this session, last proceed. Come on, guys, life is a race. Run, 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 run. Now, don't confuse. Pervasiveness is 705. Now, persuasive. Persuasive, we said 2 to 3 times, right? Audit evidence should be prima facie, persuasive rather than, come on, rather than conclusive. Persuasive means the literal meaning is convincing. But I will show you one sentence. Okay. I wanted you to say this sentence is extracted from which essay. Okay. I wanted you to say essay number. Let me see who will say. When more pervasive, persuasive. I was just saying whether you are listening. When more persuasive means convincing. Evidence is needed regarding effectiveness of control. Repeat. When more persuasive, convincing audit evidence is needed regarding effectiveness of control, it may be appropriate to increase what? Test of control as well as degree of reliance of control. But if you want more convincing evidence about control, you have to do more test of control, more reliable evidence you need. So I wanted you to say from which essay this sentence is taken. When you need more convincing evidence, you need to do more TOC and you need to increase reliance on control. Otherwise, you won't be convinced. Anyone? Essay. The sentence is taken from which essay? You saw, right, in RTP also, they ask something and they ask you to write like from which essay is this applicable, from which essay is it. Chumma guess say, come on, even if it is wrong, I'm here to rectify, right? It is from essay. TOC. It is auditor's responses to risk. So it is essay, not 500. It is basically from 330. Very good. So persuasive is convincing, pervasive is like completely affected. Now, what is this word corroborative? Whenever there is whenever there is inconsistencies in audit evidences obtained, you should go for corroborative evidence. Then written representation should be corroborative. Corroborative means it's like supportive. So guys, don't confuse between these three concepts. Pervasive means completely affected, persuasive means convincing, and corroborative means supportive. So let's stop our discussion for today with respect to this much, right? So guys, don't think why we have done this much. No, not this much. You remember through this we have revised 700 and 500 series, you remember? So we'll continue with the remaining things on April 25th, and including I want to do Caro, just the revision part. Okay. So remaining things we will see. And let me just give you two pieces of advice here. One, if you have not done MTPs, kindly do MTP, mainly because solving more questions, then only our brain will think like that. Just think, no, we are revising, all good. But unless we have some kind of practice, unless we jump into the pool, we won't learn swimming, right? So do some kind of questions, but I always believe ICAI material, ICAI things are the best first step. So do MTP1. MTP1 is excellent. Then MTP2, RTP we have done. Okay, and we will be completing. Then regarding ICAI material, there is test your understanding, test your knowledge, and MCQ is there. That is excellent. Now regarding two other things which students usually ask me, forgetting. Ma'am, we studied together today, we forgot. Next week when we took, forgot. Forgetting is part and parcel of the game. As far as you keep on revising, trust me, Pillare, it will come to your mind. But forgetting, oh guys, I have forgotten, so I don't revise. I'll revise only nearing the exam. No. If you keep on revising, trust me, I'm saying from my own experience, you know, I'm a student. Some of them who are attending live, they know. For others, I'm just saying I'm a student who thought who will flop in tax paper in my intermediate, mainly because I've had the forgetting issue for tax. But as my sir said, I was continuing revising and I got all India rank AIR for intermediate, AIR 36. Okay, I don't want to say my rank. Mainly I'm saying because like many of you, I also thought, and I was blank during the income tax paper. For that, I scored the most, 78. Because I was more afraid about tax, I had done more rounds of revision. So revision is the key to success. Now the exam pattern is more practical and application oriented, so more question. Now last thing, whenever you study auditing, make a point that you practice some question writing also. And that's it. And I'm really happy that many of you had joined live and you have replied. And if you have any doubt, you can feel free to ask the doubts. You can message me regarding auditing. Okay. So guys, see you again for the next session. So it's already 1:45 past. So shall we wind up? And let me know how was the session, because here we were discussing, you know, chapter-wise. I was starting with the concept. Through the concept, I was covering the essays, essay flow, 500, 700. And with that, we were doing the questions in RTP. So let me know how was the session. You can just put as a comment in the video itself. Okay, so we will catch up in the next. So stay strong, believe in yourself, and we will pass. So guys, so put a message, no? Those who are attending live now, say we will pass. Always say we will pass. First, you should believe in yourself, guys, right? So we will pass. So in the May 24 exams itself, let's pass with the flying colors and may God bless you, and stay in touch because we have a session upcoming on April 25th, which we will be continuing. Okay, so join live. We will see on that day. Okay, so that's it. Signing off. If you have any doubt, you can get in touch. Okay, take care.